It run in a spirit of sports and fun where you're not measured by profit as much as you're measured by success on the field. And the vast majority of these teams are run by success in revenue and profit, not on the field. And that's where a strong case can be made. Because like the players, the teams make money win or lose. And the players get the same check whether they went 0-14 over the last 2 weeks or 14-0. It doesn't change. It's not like the old days where players needed to make the playoffs to make money. Now they make the money no matter what happens. So it's a lot easier to get over struggling. We're struggling to get to the update, but we're there now. Mike McCann's got it, so let's go.
CBS Sports Radio.
Sports Flash.
All right, Chris, college football leads this hour. Blowout alert from Bryant-Denny Stadium early in the third quarter. Top-ranked Alabama up 42-7 on Southern Miss. Quarterback Bryce Young making that transition from Mac Jones looks simple. 12 of 13 passing and 3 touchdowns just in the first half. Earlier, we had a blowout in Athens. Number 2 Georgia blanking Vanderbilt 62-0. An hour from now, third-ranked Oregon is home for Arizona. Elsewhere,
the following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Pirate fans, welcome to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's Platinum-certified U.S. Cellular stores and experience the highest standard of customer service. Call in on the live line at 317-1250. Now, with a complete recap of the game and your phone calls, live from the Pirate Radio studios, here's your host of the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter, Clip Brock.
All right, Pirates 31, Charleston Southern 28. They just had a crowd shot as the clock hit zeros. Not a lot of smiles on the faces of the winning Pirate fans tonight as East Carolina survives the scare against Charleston Southern. Pirates played one good quarter of football. That was the second quarter. Outside of that, this was a bit of a slog. Ugly game. A win's a win. The Pirates are 2-2 heading into October. We'll take that, but a lot of ugly from tonight. We'll talk about in the 5th quarter. Billy Weaver was there for most of the game. He is in studio with us now. We'll talk about it. What's your quick thoughts on it?
Well, yeah, it shouldn't have been as close. You know, I said this in the pregame show that they should have won this game, by 20 points.
317-1250. We're taking your calls. We're back on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show after this.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
I can't live another day without air conditioning. Either you get it fixed or I'm out of here.
What? We have fans. Come on, hon. It's not that bad.
I am hot. The kids are hot. Even the dog is hot. Get the AC fixed or get a new train system installed.
Fine. I'll call Delcor, the service professionals. Is that okay, babe?
Yes. Just do it. Like now. Replace our old system, or else I may replace you.
Okay. I'll call today and get a new train system, because it's hard to stop a train.
Mom, are you really going to replace Dad?
No, he just needs to know who's boss around here.
You're the boss, Mom.
Right now, get $50 off your AC repair by mentioning the code #BeCool. Or go to DelcorINC.com for special train financing offers.
Delcor, the service professionals and marriage savers.
Discount mattress and furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Everything must go up to 75% off. Air conditioners, $199. Refrigerators, $199. Dryers, $199. Queen mattresses, $199. ECU purple chairs, $99. Everything must go up to 75% off. Discount mattress and furniture, by the railroad track, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2021 Buick Encore GX. Save over $3,000 or 0% financing for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty on all new and pre-owned vehicles.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Do you suffer from pain, anxiety, or sleeping issues? Eastern Healthcare has a solution for you. Eastern Healthcare is the premier CBD store with retailer quality products to help with any ailment you might have. They carry nationally recognized brands such as Curative's Delta 8, CBD Distillery, and Charlotte's Web with a wide variety of delivery systems.
This is Adam from Eastern Healthcare. Come visit our store at 2245 Stantonburg Road across from Vidant Hospital or call 227-4199. Eastern Healthcare. Wellness starts here.
When your family gathers around a shakaroni from Papa John's, you're sharing more than extra cheese and pepperoni. You're sharing scholarships, meals, and laughter. Because $1 from every shakaroni goes to charity. That's pizza with a purpose.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Shakaroni Pizza is back, and only for $13. Plus $1 from every purchase goes to charity. The Shakaroni is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
This is Coach Blake Carroll, defensive coordinator for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250 lines locked and loaded right now. Mike Houston just spoke to the ESPN Plus crew. I walked in at the end of it, Weave, but he didn't seem very happy.
No,
about
not
that
happy
victory.
at all. And he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. It was a slop. He said, and this is his words, sloppy game. It was a sloppy game by East Carolina. They squeaked out a victory. And he said exactly, what the sentiment is in the very end of this thing. Hey, we're not going to give back a win. We want the win, but there's a lot of stuff to be cleaned up.
No doubt about it. There's dumb penalties, interceptions, and they just couldn't put them away. A win, and they're 2-2. We'll absolutely take that, but like you said, a lot to clean up. 317-1250, Gene, somebody named Rowdy, Chris, hang on. Let's go to Cameron in Greenville to get things kicked off. Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Clip, a win's a win, but that was just hard to watch. I mean, what Donnie Kirkpatrick gets up there like a stuck-up you-know-what last week after the win for Marshall, and then he goes and reverts back to what he did before the fourth quarter of the Marshall game and play conservative. I'm telling you right now, we will not be successful as a run-first team. We do not have the offensive line. We're not Georgia. We can't do that. Last week in the fourth quarter, when we got down and we started passing the ball, run second, and we upped the tempo, that's where we had success. And we start the game like, I don't know what's going through Donnie Kirkpatrick's mind. I'm going to call him out. Donnie Kirkpatrick, what is going through your mind? I do not understand. You are coaching like you're trying not to lose. We need to try to win. We get down 14, okay? We get down 14. We start playing offensively, like we need to play. Pass the ball, run second, play up tempo. Then defense locks down, we get the lead, and the next thing you know, Donnie Kirkpatrick, he's playing not to lose, not to win. He's playing not to lose, if you know what I mean. I mean, he's so conservative, 3 and outs. We may be one of the worst third down conversion teams in the country. Holton, I love Holton. What kind of decisions are you making? He makes some of the worst decisions ever trying to force these balls. He's trying to force these balls harder than a Jedi Knight, Luke Skywalker, using the Force. I mean, it's just hard to watch, guys. Tulane will destroy us next week. We got the win, but Tulane will murder us if we play like we did today. Donnie Kirkpatrick, I am calling you out right now. If you want to meet me in the backyard by the flagpole, I'm calling you out. Call aggressive. Be aggressive.
What are y'all going to do with the flagpole?
That's all I have to say. Go Pirates.
All right.
Man, but come on, Donnie. Come on.
Thanks, Cameron. East Carolina on the UB stat sheet, 2 of 12 on third down.
Yeah, it's not going to get it done.
That's one factual thing he said. We are one of the worst teams in the country on third downs.
Yeah, and you know what? As far as the play calling goes, and when Cameron said, that we want to be a run first team, Cameron said, we're not a run first team. Now, I tend to agree with that. Where I disagree is that there is not Donnie's call. That's the head coach's call, whether you want to be a run first team. So that's just my opinion.
317-1250, Chris is up in Pamlico County. Hey, Chris.
Hey, I agree with the previous caller, and all I'm going to say is I make $100,000 a year. If the university pays me $100,000 next year, I'll bring them to a bowl game. If not, I'll give them $100,000. But if we win a bowl game, they could pay me the salary they're paying Houston because he's garbage. And I agree with the previous caller. Go Pirates, but something's got to change. This shit's bullshit.
Oh, well, easy.
Can't do that.
Hey, can't do that.
All right, look, I'm going to tell you right now. Let me get it. I'm just going to jump in. Don't curse on the air. Do not curse on the air. That drives me nuts.
317-1250. Well, this is a good guy to go to. His name's Rowdy. I'm sure he'll be calm.
Yeah.
Rowdy in Winterville's up next. Hello, Rowdy.
Hi, Cliff and Billy. First time caller to the show.
Not how I thought your voice would sound.
I can change my voice if you want to.
No,
because we were expecting a rowdy
Roddy Piper.
Yeah. You're gonna get it, a wrestler. So yeah, we didn't expect that.
I got you. Well, a win is a win. I will go on and say that. Vidant Medical Center might see an influx in Pirate fans with heart attacks tonight. But I got punched in the mouth first quarter, responded well second quarter, and offense just didn't show up second half. That's got to get cleaned up, or, we are going to get killed in American Conference play. But, that's got to get cleaned up, or we're in for a rough season. But go Rowdy Bush, go Pirates.
That's where the Rowdy came from.
There you go.
Rowdy Bush.
I hope he gets a win.
He's a Kyle Busch. Yeah, he's a Kyle Busch fan. There you go.
317-1250. Gene is up in Atlantic, North Carolina. Hello, Gene.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good, Gene.
Good. Look, a win's a win. I'm glad we got 2 in a row. It's been a long time. I mean, keep winning. But I'll say this: we started out slow. I don't know if we came out flat, and then in the middle we turned it on. And then something happened, and somebody turned it off. I mean, I've been a Pirate fan for a long time. It kind of reminded me back. This is going to take you way back to Art Baker in the late '80s with the up the middle punt. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but we got to keep our foot on the throttle, and we got to keep scoring. We got to put people away. And I mean, the losses we've had over the past few seasons, when we get a game like this, we should want to put the foot on the throttle and keep going. I just want to get your all's thoughts on that, on what happened that took the wind out of ourselves. And I'll hang up and listen.
All right, thank you, Gene. All week, Jeff Charles on the pregame, Brian Bailey, who are closer to the team than I and to most, said Mike Houston said they had a good week of practice. They were focused. They had come off the big win last week, 24-hour rule, showed up, Billy, ready to go for the next one. It didn't appear that way when you're down 14-0 immediately. They take that shot, and then they have one of the best quarters of football after the worst quarters of football we've ever seen with 24 points. But after that, like Gene said, I mean, just an uninspired kind of ho-hum football, and it was ugly for every quarter of that game, really, except the second quarter.
Absolutely, and could have been a 17-0 lead for Charleston Southern. You remember they drove down the field and they missed a field goal that would have made it 17-0. It just seemed to me, and I would have loved to have known what kind of offense the defense faced in practice this past week, because it seemed like Charleston Southern's up-tempo offense, which I've been saying all year, or first 3 games of the season, I've been saying that I want to see East Carolina run a little bit more up-tempo. Is East Carolina did they not run an up-tempo offense in practice against the defense? Because the defense, to me, in the first quarter, looked like they were back on their heels. So,
yeah.
It just looked like they were taken by surprise. They weren't getting in substitutions. And Clip, you and I talked about this before the game about the substitutions, hoping to get guys in. The defensive line has been able to substitute a lot of guys in. They weren't getting substitutions on those first few drives of the first quarter.
East Carolina was outgained tonight 536 to 388 by Charleston Southern. Wow. 536 yards of offense. Ridiculous.
That is,
by the Bucks. All right.
ECU had some big plays. That's why they didn't,
Shirley, we can get a break in? All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. A.T., Jackson, Johnson, and Monica are on the way. We will take your calls until the last caller is served on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show, 317-1250. We're back with more after this.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
In sports, if you think joy only happens after you win, think again. Look at the world's most successful athletes like Serena Williams, Brooks Koepka, and Alex Morgan. They don't spend all their days grinding away. They take time to enjoy themselves, like getting together with friends over a Michelob Ultra, because they know that happiness is the key to winning, and that joy is the whole game, not just the end game. Michelob Ultra. 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. AB Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents. There for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need North Carolina Farm Bureau insurance. Timeout? Not even in our vocabulary.
Pirate fans, call Brian Coleman or CJ Messerly at 756-3007.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Hello, this is Michael McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center of Greenville. We offer a variety of services including arthroscopic surgery, sports medicine, carpal tunnel and general orthopedics, fracture care, total joint replacement, physical therapy, and on-site MRIs. For experienced professional medical care, visit our office on W.H. Smith Boulevard in Greenville and online at orthoeast.com. Orthopedics East providing services to ECU and Pitt County Athletics for over 35 years. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirates, this is Holt Nailers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to CleanEats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
Pirate Radio.
We'll strap it on with anybody, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I know this. I want to win or lose with the group that we have in our locker room.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, let's take a look at some of the games that are going on right now. Kansas State is trailing Oklahoma State 31-20 in the fourth quarter. It is Houston 28, Navy 20 in the fourth. Michigan State and Nebraska are tied at 13 in the fourth quarter. Florida cruising over Tennessee 31-14. Ohio State has a 45-7 lead over Akron in the third quarter. Georgia Tech is leading North Carolina 20-7 in the third quarter. At the half, it is UAB 21, Tulane 14. Alabama beating up on Southern Miss 49-7 is that score, and West Virginia has a 13-10 lead over Oklahoma in the third quarter. And that is a look at your Buck scoreboard, brought to you by the Buccaneer Music Hall. It is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in eastern North Carolina. The Buccaneer Music Hall is open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night, and now during football season, they have food trucks during the day. Follow the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for an updated schedule, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we called it Weird Score Saturday during the pregame show, as a lot of upsets, a lot of odd scores. It's continued.
Weird Score Saturday.
Weird Score Saturday into the evening, as Oklahoma has put up a whopping 10 points, and they're in the third quarter against West Virginia, trailing 13-10. You've got North Carolina with just 7 points late in the third quarter against Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets up 20-7. So really everybody but Alabama had a weird score. They were up like 35
nothing at halftime, I think.
Yeah, on Southern Miss. So everybody having issues on this Saturday other than the Tide, it appears. All right, 317-1250 AT Jackson Johnson hanging on the Fixed NC live line. We'll start with Monica in Greenville. Hey, Monica.
Hey, guys. Hope you're doing well tonight after that win. The only word I can say is yikes. That might be the toughest win I've ever had to swallow ever in ECU history. Couple of yikes that stands out in statistics. You know, we were only 2 for 12 in third down efficiency, third down conversions, and that's horrible against an FCS team. You take a look at total yards, 389 for ECU versus 545 for an FCS team that actually got routed by Monmouth 41-14 last week. That's just horrible. We can't have that. But then even worse is penalties. 9 penalties for 115 yards. I just want to understand, where's the composure? You think coming off of a big win like we had last week, we should have come on the field with more swagger, and that comes from the top down. All we heard this week was how we couldn't take any opponent for granted, and that's what it looked like we did all day long. The only thing I think that saved us in this game, if you look at what happened, is the fact that they had 0 punt returns all night long, so they were pinned back. For God's sakes, if they'd played on a shorter field, we would have lost this game, but thank goodness they weren't even able to return a punt. I'm hoping to see a lot more inspired playing next week. Where the heck was Calhoun tonight? We saw him last week in Omatosho, and I was looking forward to just that forward momentum and coming into this game and seeing more of them and more swagger, and nowhere to be found tonight. It just makes me wonder what's happening. Anyway, that's my 2 cents worth tonight. Just an extremely tough win to swallow, and incredibly boring, and just a terrible game. But we'll take the win. But go Pirates next week. It's going to be tough, especially considering the targeting call, and you got a key player out first half.
Yeah, Surratt Ward out in the first half against the Tulane Green Wave. Thank you, Monica, for tuning in and for the call. 317-1250. Johnson is up next in Raleigh. Hey, Johnson.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
All right.
Hey, just want to let you know, can't complain about a Pirate win, but we can complain about our quarterback and a little bit of our defense tonight, can't lie. Come on, guys. Like I said the past couple weeks, Holt Nailers is not the answer. I'm just telling you, he'll win us some games. He'll get us there. him and Donnie have got to figure something out. I mean, it's like we threw in the towel at the end of the game thinking we were going to win, and we almost lose to Charleston Southern. Like the lady said before, I think it was Monica, she was preaching out there. I mean, come on. They just blew out Monmouth the other weekend, and then we almost lose to them. What is this? Holton comes out with 2 interceptions. Everyone's praising him for being the hometown kid, being the hometown hero last weekend. But what does he do this weekend? He comes back and acts normal. We got to figure this out. We got to be consistent. I don't know what else we got to do. I'd love to hear y'all's input.
Yeah, I don't have much input on what to do moving forward. Holton Ahlers inconsistent this year. Bad performance against South Carolina. Huge fourth quarter and stats against Marshall on the road in the win, and then, like you said, did not look good tonight. We did see Mason Garcia. We talked about that during the break weave. They brought him in for a play. He ran in a touchdown. We've yet to see him throw a pass this year. But these coaches are going to stick with Ahlers. They say it every week. We ask them, they say it. He gives them the best chance to win, according to the coaches. So moving forward, he's going to be the guy. This is what it's going to be until they see something otherwise in practice or on the game film. That's what they're going to do. I know it's frustrating to you all, but that's what they're saying, and that's what they're doing.
Well, what's more frustrating than anything is that he hasn't had the opportunity to show the coaches that he can do it, because we thought this game was going to be that game.
Speaking on Mason Garcia.
Yes, on Mason Garcia. We thought that we thought this game was going to go this way. Okay, get a big lead in the fourth quarter, take Holton out, get Mason Garcia in there, get him some quality reps and see what he's got. Unfortunately, it didn't unfold that way. When it was 31-14, you're thinking, okay, we're on that track. Of course, you got off to the slow start. You're thinking, okay, now it's 31-14. Let's keep this thing going. Put the foot on the throat, and then let's see what Mason Garcia has. Unfortunately, it didn't unfold that way. So now the only thing that we even saw was one play from Mason Garcia. Nice, because it was a touchdown, but it was out of a wildcat situation. So we didn't get to really see anything from him, and that's the disappointing part of this game.
All right, 317-1250. If you want to jump in, we'll have an open line. Thanks for the call, Johnson. By the way, shout out to Tiebreakers for the awesome post-game food. I already crushed my cheesesteak in a wrap. Weave still has half of this.
Well, it's because I got here and I was into the end of the game, and I got half of it, and I got some fried pickles there, man. So I'm going to hit on
Shirley got the group fried pickles again.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Shirley.
So good.
Awesome. Check it out tomorrow for NFL Sunday. All the TVs will be going, and you can check out some great football action at Tiebreakers. All right, 317-1250. Let's go to Jackson in Greenville. Hello, Jackson.
Hey, Cliff, how are you?
All right.
Hey, look, man. I mean, I can't really help but laugh about it at this point, right?
I was chuckling during this game tonight, too, because I didn't know what else to do. I'm with you.
I think that
Do we lose Jackson?
Jackson? Really, all right. Jackson, thanks. He was about to make a great point.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can tell.
that, and we lost him. 317-1250. Let's go to AT. Alan Thomas. What's up, Alan?
Hey, guys. Billy, how you doing? Clip?
What's up,
AT,
buddy?
how you doing, buddy?
Buckle up for a long night. It's going to be therapy session.
Yeah.
Pirate Nation. But, hey, that's okay. That's what the fifth quarter's all about, and why we love it so much. And look, I mean, I'll let everybody else get into all the complexities of what we saw tonight, and the bipolar type, result that we saw compared to what we were hoping to see us string together 2 or 3 quarters of good ball. But on a positive note, I do want to recognize Charleston Southern, who got thoroughly whooped last week, who responded, could have come in here, melded in, and left every single ounce of what they have on the field. And you may ask, why do we care? Why we care is because a couple of those kids are from right in our backyard, and some of their younger brothers are ECU commits. And so let's just seriously give them a little bit of respect. And I'm sure we'll hear in the post-game press conference interesting comments. I'm sure we don't try to position them like they're, defending national champions and all that good stuff, because let's face it, it's a different level of ball. A team like that normally, if they have some wrinkles, can play you pretty straight up sometimes early in the game, but you should wear them out up front. After a while, by the third or fourth quarter, you should pretty much be able to dictate what you want. And the interesting number that I heard, I'm not sure if it's mentioned tonight or not, but, you know, it comes down to this. I mean, people, you know, try to give certain players a difficult time, and, you know, it's warranted to have that discussion. But there was only one point in this game where we really opened up our offense the entire game. First quarter, we're down 14-0. It's 13 minutes left in the second quarter. And all of a sudden, we start rolling out Jones at tight end, Calhoun at tight end, putting them out, you know, blocking the defensive backs, you know, turning our receivers loose. And we scored 24 offensive points in the second quarter. And other than that, we scored no offensive points in this game. Let that sink in a bit. So we've got some work to do here, guys. I think some of it, quite frankly, is structural. Some of it is how we try to attack the game. I think our strategy often is, you know, manage the game, manage the clock, and regardless of the opponent. And guys, you got to play to the talent you have. And I like to say sometimes you just got to let the big dog eat. We've got kids that are have talents that match the spread. When we turn them loose and we open the playbook, you know, some good things happen. And it's frustrating. As someone mentioned earlier, probably the toughest I've felt after a win, but I'll take it. And we'll move on to next week. And I hope we have all of the chapters of our playbook ready for next week, because we're going to need it against a tough Tulane team. And appreciate you guys, and have a great night. But just wanted to throw that out there. And I was hoping to get to see some second teamers and third teamers play tonight too. But you know, our approach didn't dictate that, and we'll take the win and hope we learn from it and move on. So have a great night. Thanks.
All right, AT. See you, buddy.
Thanks, AT.
There's Alan Thomas.
AT said something that really kind of resonated with me earlier in that call right there, and he said he used the term bipolar. That's kind of fitting. I hadn't thought of it that way, but that seems like this team. You just never know what you're going to get from night to game, and it's been crazy. And he also said something about Charleston Southern. Kudos to them. Their quarterback played incredibly great. I mean, he played wonderful.
He is fun.
He was fun to watch.
And he was a baller. I like him a lot.
Well, he was that one play where he was completely sacked.
Yeah.
In the stands, people were clapping. Okay, we got where'd he go?
And a lot of times you see the officials blow it dead. And I hate it went against us, but I'm glad they let the play
because
continue.
Had they blown that play dead, that would have been an injustice to that young man, because he never stopped. He never stopped moving. He was never down or in the grasp at any point. And then what was it? Couple plays later, he scores on a quarterback keeper to make it an interesting ball game. So the kid for Charleston Southern was absolutely a gamer.
Chandler, do you have something?
Oh, no, we haven't had a call about it yet, but I'm seeing a lot of comments, and I saw a lot of comments during the game that the concession stands were still a problem.
Yeah. I was going to mention that too. That's who knows? Maybe J.J. McGlam will do some more radio.
The audio was better though.
The audio was better. Concessions were still bad.
Well, one of the audio, there was an audio problem though. It was on the sidelines when Bailey was doing his interviews. He did one with Jake Verity, and you couldn't hear Verity, and then one of the contests you couldn't hear. So they're having mic issues.
And then every time the ref had a penalty to call, he would say false art number 30.
A couple times he was late turning on his mic too.
Yeah,
so.
I had some issues.
I mean, those little things.
Yeah. All right, 317-1250. Jackson. Didn't we just talk to Jackson? No, we talked to Alan. Oh, he called back in. Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, we lost him.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Glad to have you back, Jackson.
Glad to talk to you, Flip.
All right, what do you got?
Man, I'll be honest with you. It was a really and truly a horrible performance by our team, man. It was bad. Do you not agree?
Yeah, have you listened to the show?
No, I just actually tuned in.
Yeah, we okay. For those just tuning in, we have called this one ugly. Nobody is celebrating this win, Jackson.
Right. So where does that put us with Tulane?
Well, that's a different game, different week. I mean, if we played every game like we did the fourth quarter last week, we'd win every game. If we play
every game like we did the second quarter of this game.
Yeah, it's a different week. I mean, look, Tulane is a much, much better team than Charleston Southern. We better hope our guys are better prepared and up for the challenge. But I'm not basing next week's game on this one at all.
I think y'all talk a lot about ifs, and I think that if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, you know, we'd all be having a party.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, long story short, football's about winning and losing.
Well, we won.
You're exactly right. We did win, but it was horrible. I was going to blow them out.
I did too.
I think everybody thought that. I mean, when you're a 25-point favorite, you should.
I listened to you all week long. Like, I depend on you, Flip.
What are you saying? Did I do something wrong?
Hell no. But, I mean, I depend on what you say during the week. I mean, hell, I'm at work. What the hell else am I supposed to do?
Don't do your job. Listen to us. Hey, by the way, I had ECU by 24, so technically I had Charleston Southern covering tonight, so you're welcome, folks.
Right.
Jackson, we're none of us are happy, man, but the sun's going to come out tomorrow. We got to win. We're 2-2.
You're exactly right, and I'm just calling to give you a hard time, man. Hey, look.
All right, we got enough calls to get to other than you giving us a hard time. But thank you for checking us out tonight, Jackson.
I really and truly told Laura, my girlfriend, I was like,
Laura,
share the clip.
What?
Aren't you at the Bud Light pregame?
Jackson, we got to run, man. Yeah, thank you, though. I appreciate you. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. 317-1250. Let's take a break. Matt, David, Captain Bill.
Captain Bill. You said who now?
Captain Bill is on hold.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, Lincoln Riley was getting booed in his stadium earlier tonight. He might be calling about ECU and firing Lincoln Riley.
On behalf of Oklahoma?
Yeah.
All right, 317-1250. More to go on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. We're back after this.
Other food delivery apps charge surprise fees, but Domino's is giving away $50 million worth of surprise frees, like free pizza, lava cakes, or cheesy bread when you order delivery online. And we found some unique ways to get the word out.
Like shouting from the rooftop! Free cheesy! Screaming it!
We even called Paul Revere.
Free lava cakes are coming!
Order delivery online and you could get a surprise free from Domino's. No purchase necessary. Open U.S. residents 13 and up through 11/21/21. Odds of winning are 1 in 14. See rules at surprisefrees.domino's.com for free entry, blackout dates, restrictions, and details.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and I couldn't do my job without my offensive line keeping me safe. Make sure your employees are safe by using ArcPoint Labs for your medical testing needs. From pre-employment testing to COVID test, ArcPoint Labs is there to serve Eastern North Carolina with accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Schedule an appointment at any of their 6 Eastern North Carolina locations or visiting them online at arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Kyle Gaines from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Not only will you feature a great selection of pre-owned inventory for sale, but we'll also buy your vehicle even if you don't buy one from us. Drive a little, save a lot. Give us a call and make a short trip to Washington and let us buy your vehicle today. It is totally worth it. We also service all makes and models at our state-of-the-art service department. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram between Greenville and Washington, and WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? You can learn about the benefits of CBD right here in Greenville at the Hemp Garden. Hemp Garden offers a variety of products and solutions that are truly making a difference in our community. Hemp Garden also provides products that can assist with energy and focus. Have a pet? Come check out their selection of CBD pet products. Visit Hemp Garden to speak with a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
On Saturdays, your team needs you, your sofa needs you, and you need a Jersey Mike's sub. Get it all with free Saturday delivery when you order through the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. This Saturday, while you watch the game at home, we're watching the grill at Jersey Mike's. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery on Saturdays, unless you're going to miss hearing this. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, Office Coordinator for ECU Football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250. Pirates win 31-28.
Pirates win. Paint this one purple.
If you didn't see the game, don't go back and rewatch it. Just know that they won. That's all you need to know. It was not pretty tonight at all. All right, 317-1250. The Fixed NC Live line is rocking and rolling. We're taking your calls. Kenny, Captain Bill, David, hang on. Let's go to Matt in Greenville. Hey, Matt. Matt's gone. 317-1250. David is in Farmville. Hey, David.
Hey, good evening, guys.
Hello.
First thing I want to say is we do not need 3 beer gardens in the upper deck. They closed with concessions to add 3 beer gardens. They only had 2 concessions open. We don't need 3. Gilbert, get it fixed. Last week they didn't have enough people to work. This week they had plenty of people to work. They just put them all in 2 booths, and the lines were long. So get it fixed. I don't want to hear any excuses about this, that, or anything else. We don't need 3 beer gardens in the upper deck. On the game, I'm glad they won. A couple things I saw tonight that really concerned me. The first is character. We're playing a team we should beat. We're supposed to beat. We should dominate. And we got kids running around. Character was a big issue tonight. I really did not like that. Make a play, make a tackle, get off the field. I didn't appreciate it. The other thing, I don't want to hear Donnie Kirkpatrick comment one more time about his play calling. Last week he said that we didn't run a speed-up offense. The only reason it looked like it was fast was because we were effective. Well, guess what? We weren't effective. Whatever he's doing, it doesn't work. 2 plays up the middle, then trying to scramble and throw the ball on 3rd down isn't working. You know, there's nothing wrong with beating a team 70-7. You know, this playing to just not lose, I really didn't appreciate it. They talked all week about getting in some running backs, letting other kids play. I mean, there's rumors swirling that one of the kids is already considering transferring. I tell you what, if none of the other backup quarterbacks can get in other than on a running play where he might get hurt, they're going to be transferring. Just play some people. No more excuses. Play to win. You know, don't milk the clock. Just play to win. You know, I'm glad we won. 3 weeks from now, it'll just be a win in the win column. But this was a huge step back when we needed to be moving forward. Tulane will not be a pushover next week. So anyway, I'm going to hang up and listen. I always enjoy it, and you guys have a good evening.
All right, thank you, David. David, very frustrating there. I was thinking about this too, Weave. I haven't been to a game this year. We host the pregame until basically kickoff, and then we go on the air right after the game. So I watch it on television. But people who have attended Dowdy Ficklin Stadium this year have not had a good experience with what's happened really on the field, and it sounds like concessions and all that too. So I'm hoping that the Pirates have done enough with the 2-2 record to get people to show up to the conference opener next week in a big game against Tulane. But again, these people are paying a lot of money and spending a lot of time to go to these games, and it just you go to for entertainment, right?
Absolutely.
And it has not been very entertaining this far.
Well, you know what? That's part of the fan experience too. And so when people call in and they complain about those things are things you got to take seriously. Obviously, winning and losing is the number one goal. Obviously, they won tonight. Still some upset fans, and should be, because it should have been a bigger victory for East Carolina. But like I said, that's all part of the fan experience. And like you said, people pay a lot of money for that. So I agree. When I get to the game, I sit in my seat and I'm watching the entire game. And I don't go to the concessions. I go to the bathroom before the game starts so that I can watch every play, because I'm in work mode. So I don't really get to see the concessions and how it is. So, but from what people have said, it's not good.
David says less beer gardens in the upper deck. Leonard says I want more beer gardens in the upper deck, especially after a game like this. Bring on the bird.
Good point.
All right, 317-1250. Captain Bill is up in Greenville. Hello, Captain Bill.
Dude, what the heck was that?
You tell us. That's what we want to know.
That was a joke. Let me tell you something. We just played a high school football team. Friday Night Lights, high school football team, and almost got beat. But I'm going to pass that. Donnie needs to go draw a Social Security check and get the hell out of Greenville, because he's washed up. Hope Nailers is not the answer. I wouldn't trust him with my two dogs. I had them fighting over my little football out here trying to intercept it. Let's move on from that. Let's talk about discipline. That football team has no discipline at all. But I was embarrassed to be a Pirate before they went off the air. We had a Pirate on the sideline that swung a punch at a Charleston player. That's uncharacteristic. That's a serious problem with discipline. That starts with Mike Houston. He might want to put his sign up for sale because he got about one more year. And his ass is out of here because he ain't getting it done. I don't know what your over and under is. I see 3 or 4 ball games. What do you think? And I'm going to hang up.
All right, Captain Bill. Over under wins this year?
Over under wins 3 or 4 ball games. I think
we got
4.
2.
Yeah, 4 is.
Pirates will have a shot, a really good shot to beat Navy, to beat Temple, to beat South Florida.
So over under 5.
Tulane is going to be maybe
tough.
A slight favorite against the Pirates. That's a winnable game. I mean, if you give me 4, I'll say I'll go over and say they get to 5. That's what I said before the year, 5 and 7.
See, I would set the over under at 5.
At 5,
because I think that's tougher to hit.
Yeah, well, I'm broke, so I'm not betting on it. Captain Bill's kind of like the Grim Reaper. When he comes for you, you better watch out.
Yeah, I hear you. You know, I did notice too, and there was I do kind of agree with the discipline on the team. There, it wasn't there tonight. I don't think they're an undisciplined team, East Carolina, but I think they got rattled tonight a lot, and they got into a lot of scuffs that they shouldn't have gotten into. And I can remember one play, I can't remember which quarter it was, but Charleston Southern was going towards the Murphy Center. Way off the ball, one of the receivers and DBs got into it, and it looked to me like one of our DBs threw a punch, and there was no flag on that, because I remember turning to my daughter and saying, oh man, we're going to get a flag here, and nothing was thrown. So I didn't like the chippiness from the teams tonight.
You got the Saba, and he recovers the onside, and
then
somebody's
goes
chirping at him.
Well, Saba had gotten into on the sidelines with the Charleston Southern players earlier in the game when Tyler Sneed got thrown out of bounds, and we thought that was going to be a flag, and he got tossed out of bounds. So Saba had already got a hot head earlier on in the game with that.
And if somebody's screwing with you, talking to you, pushing you, you're going to do something back. Yeah. But the rules say you can't, or you get a penalty. We got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, you got to be smarter.
Got to be above it. Yep. 317-1250. Kenny is up in Blunt's Creek. Hey, Kenny.
Hey guys, Cliff, Billy, man, what a great for Pirate football. What a great tailgating experience today. Beautiful weather. Pirate Radio put out a great tailgate experience. We had fun. Look, game not what we thought. You know what? You take it sometimes. We won. Guys, we're 2-2. This season is right there for us now.
Yeah, and to that point, you know what? These kinds of victories are where the coaches are going to coach as hard as they can, and they're going to get into the shorts of these guys. They really are, because after a win, you can get on guys a little bit harder because you've got that victory. So hopefully that's going to be the case.
Yeah, we won the game. We're going. We got Tulane home opener next week, conference. We win that game, everybody's back on the bandwagon. Woo, woo, woo. Look, we won the game. It was ugly, yes. Were we excited about the game? No. But we won, guys. It's a W. You take them as you can get them. Well, East Carolina, you go for it all the time. Well, you take every dang win you can get. And I'm trying not to cuss because Shirley said not to cuss.
That's right. Shirley will get you.
We won the game, guys. We won. We're 2-2. Let's go. Go Pirates, man. Whining. Jesus.
All right.
And I'm usually the one whining, but hey.
Yeah.
I could put together like a Kenny talking to Kenny call.
That would be
just some old calls.
That would be hilarious.
No, hey, look, we're 2-2.
Deal. We're going, baby.
A lot of people would have taken 2-2 in September before the thing started, but it's kind of how you got that second win that people were upset about because it looked so ugly for most of the night.
Hey, but you know what? Like Skip Holtz used to say, it's an ugly baby, but it's our baby.
Yeah,
that's right. And we're cradling it tonight, saying thank you. We're living for another day, guys. What's our goal? Of course, we want to win championships. This year, we just want to make a bowl game. If we make a bowl game, man, Pirate Nation is going crazy. So, hey, we're on that step. Show up for Tulane. The crowd can help out. Let's do another Pirate Radio tailgate because we ain't never lost a tailgate yet. So, go Pirates, and I'll leave it at that tonight. Positivity, man. Positivity.
All right, there's positive Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny.
Billy, I just want to say this wasn't an ugly baby. This was a hideous baby.
Well, no, you know what? This was an ugly baby that threw up on you and has been crying all night and all that stuff, but you still love him, you know? But hey.
Yeah.
Just spit up on you a little bit.
317-1250, Zach, Johnny D, RBJ. Hang on. We'll get to your calls when we return on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. We got a lot more to go and a lot more calls to take after this. Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Bram Anderson from Tiebreakers, and we are excited to announce that we will be opening our second location in Winterville soon. Right now, our growing company is hiring team members for all positions for both locations. We need managers, bartenders, servers, cooks, and dishwashers. If you're looking for an opportunity to be on a fun and exciting restaurant team, then come see us today. Apply in person at Tiebreakers at Bells Fork. Check us out at tiebreakersnc.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in eastern North Carolina. With Blackwood and Mills Creek in Greenville, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar in Ayden, these are just a few of the developments featuring BMS Builders homes. They can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or East Carolina football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. BMS Builders. Give them a call at 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Watch our prices fall at Bostic Sugg Furniture. All the gotta get it now looks and styles are in. We have what you need to add warmth and beauty to any room. Sofas, sectionals, and motion furniture from the best brands. Lazy Boy, Bassett and Rowe, all in stock with huge in-stock savings. And the more you buy, the more you save. Up to $720 back, plus great savings on Serta and Restonic mattresses. So watch our prices fall at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, with about a minute and a half left to go in this game, actually more than about a minute now, Oklahoma State clinging to a 31-20 lead over 25th-ranked Kansas State. Michigan State and Nebraska just went into overtime. They are tied at 20 apiece. Ohio State cruising over Akron 52-7. The interesting story with this game is one of their starting linebackers appears to have quit mid-game, threw his helmet and his stuff, his uniform, not his uniform, but his gloves into the stands and walked off the field. So we will keep a tab on that story. Elsewhere, North Carolina still trailing Georgia Tech 35-22 with 11 minutes to go in the game. Alabama 56, Southern Miss 14, and Oklahoma and West Virginia are tied at 13 apiece with about 7.5 minutes left to go in that game. And that is a look at your Buck scoreboard, brought to you by the Buccaneer Music Hall. It's your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and food trucks during the day during football season. Follow the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for the latest schedule. We'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Chandler Honeycutt, intern Jalen, getting his first taste of the 5th quarter. We'll be producing the program next week unless we scare him off tonight. Let's see if he's still here next week. All right, Billy Weaver, Clip Brock here with you, taking your calls. We got Billy, Zach, and Johnny D hanging on. We will go out to the Fixed NC Live line and talk to RBJ in Charlotte. Hello.
Gentlemen, good evening, and Billy, so glad to have you a part of this team on the 5th quarter call. And, you know, Billy's about the only guy that I can think of that would cause me to drive 5 hours to Eastern North Carolina to purchase a plum crazy Dodge V8 with a powerful V8, 375 horsepower vehicle, attractive low mileage, and has the fuel safety MDS technology that helps improve fuel efficiency. But let me get to what I'm really calling about.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Just wanted to get your guys' insight on what you really felt about as far as clock management, especially from Holton. Noticed a couple times during, especially their fourth quarter, where Holton's calling snap off with 15 seconds left on the play clock. Just felt as though that maybe clock management wasn't really there, but maybe that was part of the strategy. What's your thoughts?
It's the only thing I can think of when you say that is people who are saying that they are playing too conservative, and now you want them to play more conservative.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking, and that seems like seems like a little bit too conservative to me. I like, I'm just one of those guys, I've talked about this time and time again this year. I like up-tempo. I like when East Carolina plays up-tempo, and I'm not one that likes to take your foot off the gas, but, and that's what, a lot of people have said, that they thought they're being very conservative. They were up 31-14, and I think maybe the mentality is, hey, all right, we got off to the slow start. We've scored 31 unanswered points. We got this game in the bag, and that was not the case.
Got it. All right, well, cool. Well, hey, listen, thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you taking my call. Guys, have a great evening. Go Pirates.
All right. Thank you, RBJ in Charlotte, 317-1250. Chandler, can you get us to line 2? We're down a producer. Producer down. Chandler, line 2 is Johnny D and Chocowinity. Hello, Johnny. Maybe not. We'll wait for Shirley. Mike says, please stop taking calls and only talk about this linebacker in the Ohio State game quitting mid-game.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I guess he was the guy that was tweeting F Ohio State during the game, and everybody was getting on him. That actually happened. So
that's crazy.
That's not a great situation right now in Columbus. All right, 317-1250. Is Johnny gone? We're going to line 4, Zach and Raleigh. Hey, Zach.
Hey, guys. I know how you're doing. Not going to ask. I got 2 positives. Defense showed up whenever it needed to. Jaquan, that's 6 in a row, I guess. He was setting a record or tied for a record. That's fantastic job by Jaquan. But all the people calling, saying that Holton was a savior and the golden boy and all that last week, where are you at this week? And then Donnie, want to see your tweet this week about walking into the coach's room, because that was god-awful. That was terrible. Yeah, you can be happy about being 2-2. I'm happy about being 2-2. Yes, I am. At the beginning of the season, I said 2-2. I'm out of conference. I'm happy, but that was a terrible way to go into conference. I'm not confident. Nobody should be confident. Yes, it's a win, but Donnie, stop tweeting, bud. We need to have somebody that's hungry to make that next step into the head coaching position. And Donnie ain't it, man. He's been in there for 30 years. The best position that he's been in is an offensive coordinator at Louisville for 1 year, and then he got fired after that, or got let go, whatever happened. And now he's here. He ain't hungry anymore. He wears T-shirts that are 2 sizes too small. We need to have somebody that's hungry to get in there, an offensive coordinator. Mike, get in there, call some plays.
All right, there is Zach in Raleigh. I was wondering if that Donnie tweet from last week was going to come up.
Yeah. I thought the same thing.
You do put
funny
a bit
tweet.
It was target on your. Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt.
Bit of a target on yourself.
Yeah,
when you tweet something like that.
that's the thing you do. And you and I talked about that. We thought that maybe one of the players had put him. I mean, I don't even know. To tell you the truth, I don't even know if Donnie knows how to retweet or tweet a GIF or GIF.
He said he had a manager.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he put that up there. Somehow found a way. All right, 317-1250. Billy is up in Belleville. Hello, Billy.
Hey, guys.
Is it Beulahville?
No, it's Belleville.
Oh, okay.
Hey, don't try to correct me.
No, I just wondering. I was just asking.
Yeah, no problem. Right outside of Leland. Hey,
I gotcha.
I'm not gonna knock anybody tonight, but I am gonna say, our play calling is got to improve. We got to get more aggressive. We can't keep calling the same vanilla stuff. Played a lot of ball with a lot of guys that are on the team right now currently for ECU, and there's just no way we can keep up with the consistent, back down calling that we've got going on. It's a lot of the same every single week, a lot of reverses, a lot of vanilla play calling, when
coaches get in trouble, that's the kind of play calling they call, and so we just got to improve from here. And I hate to hear the same stuff we hear every week about knocking on players. It's not on the players. It's execution from one level, but also just unoriginal play calling. And so we really got to step it up from here. That's all I got.
All right, Billy. Thank you for calling Billy and Clip tonight on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Let's go to line 1 on the Fixed NC Live line and talk to Kevin in Burlington. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, fellas. How y'all doing?
All right.
I know there's a lot of callers, so and I've got a few points. First and foremost, I want to give kudos to y'all. Your fifth quarter call-in show, I called 123 times before I finally got through. So that shows, number one, y'all's popularity, and
a shout out to the callers.
That's
and
right.
Fans
People
listening,
care.
so
Hey,
they make it. So.
Hey, you know what? As long as people continue to care, when we don't get calls, be it after a win or a loss, especially after a loss, when we don't get calls, that's when we're going to be concerned. At least people care.
Exactly. And I was even trying to time them. Like when someone would hang up or start to hang up, I'd try and dial. So just kudos to y'all. Secondly, I'm the idiot that called in and was blaming Holt Nailers after the South Carolina game, and his daddy was the PA announcer and all that stuff, and Big Dog got on me, and I apologized for that last week, and I'm going to stand by that because Holt Nailers isn't the problem. Donnie Kirkpatrick is the problem. And the reason why I say that, and I'm echoing some of the other sentiment, last week we won that ball game because in the fourth quarter we started running an up-tempo offense, number one. And I'm going to ask you guys your opinion on Mitchell's long touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. Weren't they in the pistol?
I don't know. I have to go back and look at it.
I believe so. But I do know that he was not even touched. He was not even touched at the line of scrimmage.
Exactly. And in the fourth quarter, he almost had another one.
Yeah, shoestring.
Yeah. He was almost gone.
The pistol again. And you want to know what the pistol does? It's the same thing as Lamar Jackson in the NFL. Run, pass option. You either give it to Mitchell or Holton, who can run, does it himself, or he can pass. Every single time we tried to run the ball, either where he was under center or in the shotgun, we were stuffed. And we did that the whole second half. So my question is why is Donnie Kirkpatrick calling plays, A, slow, and B, why not run an up-tempo pistol offense constantly where you give Holt Nailers the capability to do what he can do best, which is either run or pass or hand it off look, Mitchell had the fastest touchdown week one in all of college football. And I'm not even going to lie. I was at the game and I said, who on earth recruited CJ 2K back to us? Because I've never seen a kid run that fast other than Chris Johnson. You can't keep running up the middle, and somebody even said Art Baker, and I had forgot about Art Baker. Good Lord. Three up the middle and punt. But when you're trying to, and my second point was, when you're trying to salt the clock away, we had 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go, and we threw a pass that was incomplete, and then it took 35 seconds off the clock. And then we had to punt back to them, and that's when they scored the touchdown. At what point do you start putting the ball in the hands of your playmakers instead of taking chances at the end of the game when you should be? The clock was their enemy. We was up 10. And your thoughts?
Yeah, well...
Thanks for the call, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. I do agree that we need to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers. The two playmakers and the two guys that are very dynamic that have to get a ton of touches, Tyler Snead and, of course, Keaton Mitchell. And I think Mitchell out of the backfield, you got to do a little bit more with him on screen passes and things, getting him in space, because that's what we did. You mentioned Chris Johnson. That's what happened with Chris Johnson before he could, put a little bit more weight on him and run in between the tackles, is use his abilities on the outside and get him the ball.
Why are they not going more up tempo? Mike Houston and Donnie Kirkpatrick have just made it pretty clear that that's not what they want to do. And they even point out when questions are asked about it that, well, when we went too fast, we made a mistake here, we ran a wrong route here, we had a guy lined up wrong. They do not, for whatever reason, I don't know why.
I guess they feel like the guys can't get it.
I guess so.
That's what that sounds like to me.
They do not want to go at a warp speed offense, up tempo offense. So that's, I don't know why. All right, 317-1250, Jeff, John, Al, hang on. We'll take a timeout. Come back and have more for you on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. We're back with you after this.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade. Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's Original Hot and Judy's Mild Sweet Chili Hot Dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
At West Park Motor Company, customer satisfaction is the number one goal, while offering a wide range of cars, trucks, and SUVs at very competitive prices. West Park also offers financing, service, and is your local ARE camper shell dealer east of I-95. Outfit your truck with the best technology around with ARE camper shell at West Park Motor Company. West Park Motor Company with locations in Greenville and Washington, and proud courtesy car dealer for the Pirates for over a decade. Go Pirates!
Sawyer's Fun Park is now open in Greenville. This state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility features a 2-story LED interactive laser tag, a one-of-a-kind 2-story ninja course, a ropes course with a 180-degree zip line, and it's only one of 5 in the country that are indoors. Multiple climbing walls, a super cool arcade with 40-plus games, and a brand-new full-service cafe and bar for adults. Visit the brand-new Sawyer's Fun Park, now open, located right behind ARU on Corey Road, Greenville.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate fans, your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials is Shimmer Boutique. Need some purple and gold to wear? Shimmer has a great selection of clothing for men, women, and children. Need some shoes? Shimmer has the best selection of Hey Dudes around. Need a cooler for tailgating? Shimmer has you covered with a huge selection of Yeti and outdoor accessories. Shimmer, just 1 minute from the stadium on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville and Jacksonville. Find us online at shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
If you are push mowing your yard using an inefficient lawn tractor or your current zero-turn spends more time in the shop than mowing your grass, it's time you look at a Hustler zero-turn lawnmower. Residential mowers from Hustler are built like tanks and drive like sports cars. All Hustler mowers have fabricated welded steel decks. Don't settle on cheap units with flimsy stamped decks from big box stores. Come see Ron Ayers Motorsports. It will guide you to the right mower for your property and your budget. Find us at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville.
Hey, Troy D here for my friends at Villa Verde. If you know me, you know I love being outside, but finding a good place to eat outside can sometimes be tough. Well, our pals at Villa Verde have fixed that. Not only does Villa Verde have awesome, unique, one-of-a-kind dishes here in Greenville, they also have a brand new outside dining area. And this outside area is sweet. It's covered, you're in the shade, and cooling fans are on. Enjoy the comfort and relaxation of dining outside with our friends at Villa Verde. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good.
Pirate Radio is the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Billy Weaver, Clip Brock here. We got Shirley Rhodes answering your calls. Chandler running the video. Happy belated birthday, Chandler. We gave you an on-air shout-out yesterday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And intern Jalen going to get his feet wet, it looks like, next week on the fifth quarter. So, everybody be nice to him.
I was kind of upset because I was listening yesterday on my way to Socastee, South Carolina.
Oh, I've been there many times.
Home of Hunter Renfro, by the way.
Yeah.
Y'all gave Big Dog a happy birthday song. You gave Shirley a happy birthday song, and I was waiting for mine.
You weren't here.
That is true.
If you were here, I would have done it right in your face.
He's here
right in
now.
your face.
He's here now.
It's not his birthday.
But no, I appreciate the birthday wishes.
317-1250. Zach, Al, John, hang on. Let's go to Jeff in the Grimesland. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, what's up, Cliff? This is Jeff out in Grimesland. First-time caller. Appreciate y'all taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to keep it pretty short. Number one, man, I am so tired of hearing that we cannot run tempo because our guys will make mistakes. I feel like that is just not an excuse anymore. So I'm going to just go ahead and throw that out there because I've been hearing that for the last 2 weeks, and I'm just so tired of hearing that. And number two, I just want to ask you guys, why can we not dominate the line of scrimmage against Charleston Southern, an FCS team? Granted, they played a good game. Let's give a little bit of credit to them, but, I mean, I'm just not going to accept that as a long-time ECU fan. I just don't know where to begin with the line of scrimmage. I mean, it's just a mess, man. I'm gonna just let y'all take that.
All right, Jeff. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the call. Good question.
That's a great question.
I think it's the coaching because Steve Shankweiler's been around forever.
Yeah,
and he's a heck of a coach.
Great offensive line coach. You would think that East Carolina would have been able to run between the tackles tonight against Charleston Southern. They tried, and they just couldn't do it. So that is very disappointing. That's something I'd be interested to hear. Maybe we should hear from some of the assistant coaches instead of just the offensive, defensive coordinator and head coach. Maybe we should hear from some of those guys.
As Jeff was saying that, Scott on Facebook Live says, I keep shaking my head that our 300-plus pound linemen can't block. We wanted to be a big line. We wanted a big line for years. Now we have one, and they can't block. And it's frustrating when you lose in the trenches and all those yards are churned out, and the lack of a running game other than a few big plays here and there, especially by Keaton Mitchell against an FCS opponent. So, all right, 317-1250. Let's go to John in Kitty Hawk. Hey, John.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Good job.
I pretty much know, but Cliff, I enjoy your show, and I just want to make a few comments. First of all, I'm probably been a graduate more than either one of you have been born. And so I've seen a lot of stuff, but this was really embarrassing. And the second thing I want to say is we don't need to be worrying about the beer garden, the audio, or the shirts too tight on our coaches. We need to worry about what's going on the field. And I believe that we do have the players, and they're not totally the problem. Obviously, that means that there's something going on the sidelines with the coaching. But other than that, I think, Holton, I love him as a person. I'm not sure he's the answer. But anyway, the program is in dire straits, and if people don't understand that, then, that's up to them. But, we got problems, and it's more than I said, what's going on the field. It's pretty much on the sidelines. So I'll just close and listen to you guys, but I appreciate the show. It's very, very informative and entertaining, and I've enjoyed it for years.
Well, thank you for tuning in, John and Kitty Hawk. John says we got some issues, and those issues are on the sidelines coaching the Pirates. And
well, I do agree that we have some talent on the field. There's no question about that. There's plenty of talent to be had on the field. It's just not all coming together. So with that being said, and coaches will be the first one to tell you this, the buck stops with them. When you've got talent on the field and they're not winning with tonight, that it's not the case. They did win the ball game. Of course, they didn't win the way us fans and even the coaches and players would have liked. But there's talent on the field, and there's work to be done in practice for sure, and the coaches are going to have to take that load on their shoulders.
John Moody says, "Don't tell me what not to worry about, John."
John, don't worry about beer gardens and tight shirts.
John on John crime here on the fifth quarter. 317-1250. Al's up in Greenville. Hello, Al.
Hey guys, it's me again.
Hello, Al.
Well, you know what? A win's a win, but yeah, there's some good news. We had first time I seen it in a while, we had a small caravan of cars going up to Greenville for the game last night. And, they leave from either BT's Tavern or the Diner down here. So I was glad to see that. I couldn't go, but it was good to see. Captain Bill called. It was nice to hear from him complaining about everything. And the only thing we need now is Nicholas. Remember Nicholas?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's probably a grown-ass man at this point.
He's probably married with a couple kids.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
That's right. And that's the last thing we need, and I hope Troy is listening. All we need is his favorite person, and my favorite Montgomery believer is... what the heck is his name?
Scotty Montgomery?
Jeff Confer.
Oh, he was an apologist, and I got in trouble for talking about him. And the last thing is, every week I hear there's got to be somebody on that squad that can stand back there and take the ball like a mannequin. There's got to be somebody other than Elway. I mean, he stands back there, and that's it. No. If Garcia can run around the end, why can't they just put him in for 4 plays and just see what he does? I know they don't want to play him, but I think so. I think somebody called in and said there's going to be a lot of transfers. I don't know. There's got to be. Is there anybody? Even put Snead back there. Let him run the ball a couple times.
Hey, I said that early. Is he 2 for 3 with 2 touchdown passes?
Yeah.
Can't hate on that. I don't think that's the answer, but he's
I don't know, man. I don't know that we're all watching the same game, and the coaches are as well. And for whatever reason, they don't see the need to put in somebody else.
I will say this. I was at the game and clip you were watching on TV. There was a part of the student section a couple of times tonight that started chanting, "We want Garcia." So that's still something that's on people's minds right now.
Is this his last year?
Technically, I think he can play one more.
Oh my God! I hope you don't lose the audience again. It's coming back, and I hope he's gone this year. I don't know. All right, have a great night, you guys.
Thanks, Al. There's Al in Greenville. Trevor said, "Do we know why Garcia randomly came in at the goal line?" Because the coaches put him in.
Yeah, and it was a play. It was a design play, obviously, to give a little misdirection. You flank Holt Nailers, your quarterback, out to the right side. That, of course, is going to draw the defense and say, okay, what's going on here? And you put Garcia in the Wildcat. Obviously, it's a good call. It was a touchdown. So, You know,
we want to see him throw the football,
right,
and do some other stuff.
And you know what? That may have been a precursor to what the coaches thought, or maybe had said, okay, let's get Garcia in the game in maybe a perfect situation early on, and then hopefully in the fourth quarter, if we got a comfortable lead, we can put him back in there and get him some reps. That just the game didn't work out that way.
We were talking about the same exact moment, Billy, but East Carolina was up 17 with the ball going in. I was so ready to tweet, all right, you got it done, Pirates.
And that was
call it a night.
Right?
Put in some backups. Let's roll with them for 8 minutes and get the hell out of here. And then Ehlers throws a pick in the end zone, and you got a game once again. So you can't put in those guys. So just got really frustrating. All right, Zach, you're up next in Greenville. Line 1, Shirley. Hey, Zach.
Hey, guys. Me again. Back to too tight T-shirt tweeting Donnie K. You got to understand what your players' strengths and weaknesses are. And Donnie K, it sounds like he's trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. You got a game plan around him, man. And it's so frustrating. And what's even more frustrating is that nobody from the local press, including you guys, love you guys, love listening to y'all, but y'all, Igloo, quote unquote, shout out Stephen Igloo. Nobody's putting the press on these guys. You know, we sit there and we, sit there and make them feel good whenever we win, but nobody puts the press on them whenever we lose or whenever we have close games like this that, we should have won handily. Everybody was chanting that we want Mason. I told Coach Rick Smith this last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was. I said I'd rather lose with a freshman or a sophomore than a junior or a senior. I mean, you got plenty of time for experience, and I get that Mason lost last year against Navy, but if he hadn't gotten better in a year and 2 weeks, then that's a problem with the coaching staff of not developing players. And if nobody in the media or nobody else realizes that, then that's another issue in itself, is that we're not holding these coaches to a higher standard. If we want to be a small-time program, then, hey, by all means, let's smile, let's laugh, let's go have some donuts. But at the same time, if we want to make this next step, then we got to hold these coaches to a higher standard. And that it is what it is.
All right. I like the passion there, Zach.
Yeah, I do too. And just for the record, I'm not privy to press conferences anymore, so I'm not available to be able to go. I don't have a press pass anymore, so I do this show, and that's about it.
Well, I don't go to him either, but he's saying Pirate Radio, Igloo, the whole crew.
Yeah.
Zach, are you still there? Is Zach still there? He's gone. They've been asked about putting in Garcia, the coaches have.
Yeah.
And
about up-tempo
They've been asked about tempo.
Mm-hmm.
And, outside of that, I do agree with Zach's point. If the excuse is, Ehlers is still the best option and Garcia just isn't ready, then that kind of is an indictment if he's not much better than he was a year ago on the coaches.
You can't press them any more than that. Then they can say, look, that's our quarterback. That's the way it is. Garcia is not ready. You can't say, you can't press the coaches from the media aspect and say, why aren't you? Why, and I get all that. It's just, it's frustrating. It really is.
317-1250. Nathan, Jeff, and Kevin are on hold. We'll take a timeout. Come back, have more for you on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. We're back with you after this.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients. Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road across from Plant & See, Cuccinellas.com, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure you have the best comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Flea Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Flea Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Flea Feet has the tools and technology to get you on the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us on Greenville Boulevard in the public shopping center right near the stadium. Be sure to run with us on Facebook and Instagram. Flea Feet, we run for you. Go Pirates!
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at CarolinaQualityAir.com.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
It's bow time. We put a whole lot of love into a Bojangles sausage and egg biscuit bundle of joy. First, we coddle our fluffy scratch biscuits until they're softer than an only child. Then we shower sausage patties with bold seasoning and genuine compliments. And finally, we tuck that food baby into a warm blanket of fluffy egg. Get 2 sausage and egg biscuits for just $4. 'Cause if it's breakfast time, it's bow time.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, a couple of top 25 teams survive, a couple don't. Michigan State survives Nebraska in overtime, 23-20. And Kevin from Burlington says it's a good day when the Pirates win and Carolina loses. Number 21 Carolina loses to Georgia Tech 45-22. Oklahoma survives West Virginia by a final of 16-13. Alabama cruises over Southern Miss 63-14. That's the final. And it's about 5.5 minutes left to go in this game. UAB leads Tulane 28-14. And that is a look at your Buck scoreboard brought to you by the Buccaneer Music Hall. Is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates. They're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and food trucks during the day during football season. Follow the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for an updated schedule, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, 11:08 p.m. and we are locked and loaded, taking your calls on the Fixed NC Live line here on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. And Billy Weaver and I have lines locked right now. Kale, Kevin, Jeff will get to you right now. We'll go to Nathan and Graham. Hello, Nathan.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good, man.
I'm good, man. All I gotta say tonight is that Holton Ahlers is my quarterback, right? Like everybody wants to chant, "Go Mason, go Mason, put Mason in." Holton Ahlers been a quarterback for 3 years. He's doing a great job. That's my guy. A few years ago, he put up all them numbers in Cincinnati, all them good teams in the AAC, and I just can't believe everybody's hating on him now. You know what I mean, man? Like, I just can't believe that now everybody wants to put Mason Garcia in. How many yards did he thrown for? What's his best game, like 60-some yards, right? I just can't believe that. Holton is the guy. If you put Holton in a roughing offense, he would be killing it right now. We'd be what, 3-0 right now? Should it be App State? 4-0? Would be 4-0 right now. Should it be App State? Marshall? Should it be all of them?
All right. Thank you, Nathan. 317-1250.
That just reminded me of, that's my quarterback.
Here's what I don't like. We've been we're Washington football fans. Like RG3 versus Cousins. There's always like a quarterback controversy in DC.
Right.
And I hate when fans like pick their quarterback to root for instead of the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want ECU to win, no matter if it's Holton or Mason or Stubblefield or Flynn or Snead or whoever's playing quarterback. But that we have our factions, I guess, now.
Well, and the bottom line is that criticism and praise is going to come at both ends of the spectrum. Too much praise for a quarterback when they win and play well, and too much criticism and negativity when they lose and don't play well. That just goes with that position. Quarterbacks know it. So Nathan, to your point, why people are saying put in Garcia and all that, it just goes with the territory. And the good thing is that Holton Ahlers has got a great head on his shoulders, and he can take that. He knows that he's going to get criticized when he doesn't play well or when the team doesn't play well. And even if he does play well and the team loses, the quarterback takes a lot of that responsibility.
317-1250. Let's go next to Jeff in Louisiana. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, fellas. Thank goodness for special teams, because without that blocked field goal, we could be, sitting in overtime possibly, and I'm not sure if I like the chances of that. But it's just more bad decisions by Holton. He just doesn't look really comfortable if he's not either on the run, with the run-pass option. But I'm not saying he's not the answer, but he's just not looking too hot this season. And like the last caller said, I get it. He put some big numbers up last year, but in games we lost. So I don't know if that argument holds up for me. The defense was all right, but they're on the field all night. So I can't really expect them to lock it down when they're on the field most of the game. But we just got to lock in with.
Did we lose him?
I think we lost Jeff.
I do agree that the defense was on the field way too long, especially early in the game, because if you remember, the very first drive of the game, Charleston Southern marched all the way down. First of all, there was a penalty that cost East Carolina 4 points.
We had an offsides
on the field goal.
The player that eventually blocked the field goal.
Right.
Game,
so. So there was 4 points right there. But if you remember, they went on a 15-play, I think 70 or 75-yard drive in that first drive. ECU on their first possession went 3 and out.
Yeah.
The defense was right back on the field and another long drive. So there were times that the defense was on the field way too much. So I don't put a whole lot of that. I do, because there were some plays that the defense there were some bad plays.
One time I got up, walked down to the kitchen here in the Pirate Radio building, came back, and Shirley said, "You see what happened?" I said, "Yeah, we blocked a field goal." And I said, but why do they have the ball? She said, "Oh, we went 3 and out."
Yeah,
like it's
that quick.
It's fast.
Way too many 3 and outs. Not converting on third down is keeping the defense out on the field way too long. And speaking of which, I think it was Nathan was the last caller, said something about special teams. Kudos once again to John Young, because let me tell you something. If you've got a guy out there that can't do what John Young has been doing this season for East Carolina, and especially the first punt was 58 yards and backed them up at the 2-yard line, and then that one late in the game on that, the very last punt of the game put them inside the 2 or 3 yard line. Yep. I mean, crucial. That guy has been clutch all season.
317-1250. Kevin is up next in Grimesland. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey, Billy, I'm glad to see you back on the air, man.
Thank you, sir. So glad to be here.
So, look, and I missed most of the call-in show. I had a little toddler. We were trying to, get him to run that energy out before we got him home. So hopefully I'm not going to be beating a dead horse here. One of the things that we really saw that really upset us is, 11 seconds left when you had the guy from Charleston laying on the ground, and C.J. Johnson was just dancing on the sideline. I mean, we're in a position that, hey, we could lose, and these guys aren't even taking it seriously. So it seems like there's just a really big discipline issue with our players. And I think that's something that really needs to get addressed. As for Holton, I think it was Nate was talking about it. I'm still a fan of Holton. But we got to get some protection for him. He cannot keep running for his life every play. And for a team like Charleston Southern to keep pressure on them like they were is not acceptable. And also everybody was talking about the beer gardens, and the only complaint I got about that, we need bush lattes. And that's all I got to say.
All right. Everybody's got their personal preference.
Oh, yeah.
There is Kevin in Grimesland. 317-1250. Let's get another one in. Kale is in Statesville. Hello, Kale.
Hey, guys. Hey, I was at the first couple of games, and, I watched the Marshall game on the Facebook telecast. Wasn't able to watch the game tonight, unfortunately. But, I just want to remind Pirate Nation that, we're still a work in progress. And the leadership that we had with Comfer and that pissant of an AD that we had, they put our football program back 8 to 10 years. And Mike Houston is our guy. That's the guy that we wanted. We wanted him here. It's going to take him a while to get. It's going to take him a while to get us where we need to be. And although the win tonight wasn't as pretty as we wanted it to be, it's still a win. I'm glad we were able to walk away with a win. But let's look at the big picture here, and let's take a step back and say, hey, 3 years ago we were taking beatings by, losing by 40 points. But we had a hell of a game against Marshall, and we, had even though it was a dirty win, it was a win tonight against Charleston Southern. I'm sick and tired of hearing the negative comments about our players, the coaching staff we had. You can say what you want about our play calling. I'm going to leave that up, to whatever you want to say about that. But Mike Houston is our guy. Holton Ahlers is my quarterback. And I'm going to hang up now and let you guys talk about that. If you guys have any other suggestions about who to bring in as opposed to Holton Ahlers or Mike Houston, I'd love to hear it. But with our budget and the fact that we can't get anyone better than Scotty Montgomery in here after we fired Russell McNeil, I'd love to hear your suggestions. But I think we have a hell of a damn coach. We need to give him time. and I'm tired of all the damn negative feedback whenever we have a loss. So I'll hang up. I'll let you guys comment on that. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a hell of a show. Go Pirates.
All right. Thank you, Cale.
Thanks, Cale. Yeah. Good. The good news is that Ruffin McNeil's coming back.
As a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No doubt a work in progress. We've gone over the comfort stuff a trillion times. But, at some point it's got to turn. And look, they did win tonight. They are 2-2.
That's true. I mean, because
next week really is a barometer game.
You know what? We have a name for next.
We didn't have a name for this one.
We had no idea what to call this game, whether it was a pivotal game. We didn't want to call it a crucial game. We didn't want to call it a must-win. But I like barometer game for next week because you're going into conference play, and you're going to be playing a very good Tulane team. And it depends on, it's going to be interesting to see how this team responds. We saw how the team responded from coming back from a 17-point victory to play a team at home they should have really pounded, and they didn't respond very well. Will they do the opposite and respond really well after a tough win at home?
Yeah, we shall see. 317-1250. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We got 3 lines open, folks, for the first time just about ever this year. 317-1250 if you want to jump in. B-Pays will be up next. And your calls as well when we return on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Back with you after this.
Well, the secret is out. CD's Grill has the best breakfast in Greenville. Start your day with a made-to-order breakfast Monday through Saturday at CD's Grill. Plus, you can enjoy lunch Monday through Friday. And their lunch specials are always a huge hit. Monday, it's barbecue chicken. Tuesday, pork tenderloin and gravy. Wednesday, chicken and pastry. Thursday, barbecue pork chops. And Friday, it's spaghetti. CD's Grill on Fire Tower Road in Winterville, near Evans Street. Stop by CD's Grill for the best country cooking around.
Have you been waiting to try CBD? ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road in Greenville is the area leader in CBD. We want to educate you on how our products work with your endocannabinoid system. These products are all natural and non-addictive. ENS offers a variety of products to meet your needs. Tinctures, edibles, topicals, and even smokable items. Customer feedback indicates relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. ENS Hemp is located on Fire Tower Road. Also, check us out on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
At Union Bank, we understand you live life on the go. That's why our banking options are designed to serve you, wherever you are. If you want to meet us in person at one of our local branches, complete banking tasks on the go from the mobile app, or bank from your office with convenient remote deposit and cash management services, we're everywhere you need us to be. Whether you're simply managing a busy schedule or an entire business, we're right there with you with personalized service and helpful tools. Call or visit us online at unionbanknc.com. Union Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Tommy's Express Car Wash is the car wash Greenville is talking about. At the corner of Red Banks Road and Greenville Boulevard, this state-of-the-art wash will keep your car looking great. And now Tommy's has just launched its new 2.0 Tommy's Express app. And anyone who downloads the app now will receive 30 free days of washing with their top-of-the-line wash, the Works Wash. Download the Tommy's Express app now by going to your app store or visit them on location, open 7 days a week at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road.
Come pop a top this ECU football season at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Hosting a tailgate? Stop by the shop and grab a keg for your party or event. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday, or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250. I just got a text from a buddy that said, huge W, what a gritty win. And I thought he was being sarcastic, but he was talking about the Braves. Yeah. He was being serious. Atlanta with a big extra inning win in San Diego, and now have a 1.5 game lead over the Phillies, who they will be playing coming up next week as we get ready for the MLB postseason.
You know what San Diego stands for, don't you?
I don't, Billy. Tell me.
No.
We were actually talking about that the other day in the studio. We have a clip. It might have been you actually saying it on the press box, if I'm not mistaken.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Was that Weaver saying Wells' vagina, Shirley? Or was that?
No, I didn't say that.
It wasn't?
That wasn't me.
Sorry. I just said it. We had 3 lines open, and they closed fast. Brandon, Chris, Bryce are on hold. Let's go to Pays in Raleigh. What's up, B-Pays?
What's up, guys? No lemon pound cake this week. I was good because I ate the whole damn thing.
Man, see, I'm disappointed. Hey, Shirley, cut him off. He said he was going to come correct with some lemon pound cake, and he didn't cut him off.
Show me a picture of it. It did look
I know, right?
Awesome.
Oh, he did show you a picture of
it?
It
looked moist.
Love a moist cake.
That's whole milk you use in that. That's why.
There you go. No skim stuff in that.
No skim stuff in that. You know, it was one of those tough ones tonight. I think Mike Houston made a couple of errors early in the week. Number one was calling this their Super Bowl. I thought that was a little.
Yeah, he pulled a Billy Weaver.
I was going to say, I thought that was me.
We're 1-1 on Super Bowls this year.
1-1.
Hey, unlike the Chiefs, ECU can beat the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Wow!
Thank you.
Wow! Good one.
Yep.
Good one.
Did it all by myself.
It was a pirate on pirate crime.
Lower the headgear. And number two is, I thought when he told the fans last week to shut the hell up, I thought they kind of bit him in the ass. Yeah, bit him in the butt. I was about to cuss, bit him in the butt a little bit today. Holton didn't look good. I mean, that there's the 2 interceptions basically helped change the game. I mean, that first interception, he had 2 other wide receivers wide open. If you go back and look at the film, he had 2, and then the second one, I think I heard Mike Houston postgame say, well, he thinks the receiver might have cut the route off quick. I just went back and looked at it. No, he threw it too short. So I mean, I think those 2 interceptions changed the momentum a lot in the game. He just doesn't look comfortable. I'm not here to say I don't think Holt could get the job done. I do. I just don't think he looks comfortable in whatever whatever DK and them are doing with him. I mean, he has regressed.
Yeah, I mean, you watch other football games, and our offense just looks clunky. It doesn't flow. I don't know. Like there's so much other smooth looking offenses across college football. Sometimes it's just ugly to watch what we're doing.
I mean, hell, DK could have walked down the booth today and went to the Charleston Southern offense coordinator booth and probably. That guy, he called a good game.
He did. They did. I agree with you 100%. I liked what I saw from Charleston Southern's offense and their tempo and what they do with their quarterback. Obviously, two different styles of quarterbacks. Their quarterback was, smaller, very shifty, elusive, made plays happen. He made plays happen when the offensive line or when the pressure came and the play broke down. And going back to, I mentioned this earlier, he should have been sacked on that one play where he got loose somehow and reeled off a big run, and then a couple plays later ended up scoring on the quarterback keeper. I was so impressed with their offense and that young man.
You know who he reminded me of? He reminded me of James Pinckney.
Yeah. Yeah. He was tough. Hey, he took some hits too. He's not as wiry and long as Pinckney, but
Pinckney was a better thrower and less of a runner, but as far as taking a shot and getting back up and being tough, he definitely had that attribute.
He definitely was. It just looks like to me Holton sometimes he just doesn't look confident back there. I don't know if that confidence has just been real. He's getting on one receiver, not going through his progressions, and that comes to. I know we hired Latrell Scott. He's the passing game coordinator. They got the JMU quarterback as a grad assistant talking to them. They got Donnie as the offensive coordinator. Between three of them, something's not happening. So they got to figure it out. And I don't know if at some point, we brought Garcia in today. I'm not saying you go start Garcia, but I don't know if at some point where you do like New Orleans does with I can't think of the other dude.
Taysom Hill.
With Taysom Hill. Bring him in a couple of series if you think, or bring him in, and have him, either run the ball. He ran a touchdown. That kid's huge. It's going to be hard for guys to tackle that dude. He's a big boy. So, but I don't know, fellas. They got to get it right because Tulane, that defense. If that defense plays like they did Tulane, that quarterback from Tulane is going to light their tail up. So Corey Glore's not going to have no voice left. Calling touchdowns.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, Corey Glore there on the call for Tulane.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, fellas.
All right, Pace.
I'll see you. I'm coming in next weekend. I'll see y'all next weekend.
All right, sounds good, bud. Tulane might be the best 1-3 team in the country. They lost again. They lost to UAB. They got their own issues. They played some good teams, of course, in Ole Miss, Oklahoma. UAB is a pretty good team, but you would think they would win that one at home. But they're going to come in here pretty desperate at 1-3, which again makes next week's game huge for both teams, trying to start out league play with a win. And Tulane's had our number over the years, but they do have a very talented quarterback, as Pace just said there.
Yeah, they do. So the defense is definitely going to have to tighten up.
Which I thought they would today after giving up all those yards last week.
I thought so,
and what did they do? They went out and gave up just as many, if not more, to Charleston Southern.
Well, look, they gave up 500 yards. And you know what? I had said this in the break. If you took the final score out of the stat sheet and you looked at it and said, okay, who won this game? Looking at the stats, you would have thought Charleston Southern won.
Yeah, and they nearly did. 317-1250. Let's go to Bryce and Aiden. Hey, Bryce.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Probably going to say some things that are a little controversial to Pirate Nation tonight. From the very beginning, since Ruff got fired, I know I'm beating a dead horse with that. But I think people hated Scotty Mose so much and wanted him out so bad that it didn't matter who we brought in. Yeah, Mike Houston might be the guy. He hasn't proved anything yet to me. But yeah, he might be the guy. He might need to get some more players in. But I think people hated Scotty Mose so much, wanted him gone so bad, that any one of us could have took the head coaching job and, Pirate Nation would have our back over Scotty Mose.
I've said that there was a contingency of fans that no matter what he did would not be a fan of his, but he also had an awful record here coaching. So by the end of it, just kind of.
3-9, 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's not going to get it.
Yeah, Mike Houston's. We're 2-2 right now. Got a pretty tough road ahead. I know UAB is beating Tulane right now, so.
Yeah, it's a final.
Yeah, so they're going to be searching for a W next weekend, coming in here hungry. And if we lay over like we did tonight, we got to quit playing not to lose in the second half. We got to step on their throats and play to win.
Well, I tell you what, everybody's going to come into Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium hungry, and no one's going to be scared of East Carolina this year until they prove otherwise. So every game this year from here on out is going to be tough for East Carolina. Doesn't matter who's on the other side.
Yeah, if we come out, like we did today, the first 10 minutes of this game, we're going to lose to 90% of the teams we play. We're just lucky that we played at 1A high school today. And, we were lucky that we come out strong in the second quarter and was able to, come back ahead. But we can't play like that going through the rest of the year.
All right, Bryce. I'm with you, man.
See you, bud.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you. There's Bryce and Aiden, 317-1250. Let's go to Chris in Raleigh. Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing good, Chris.
Man, I just want to let you just call in and say, man, I think Holton is the guy. But how long are we going to let this offense kind of just stagger along, go 3 and out every time, run the ball 1-2 yards, and just punt the ball? Our punter is the MVP of the team right now. I don't know what's going on with the play calling. It's just terrible. But Holton's the guy. But we should give Mason a shot one of these days if our offense can't get anything going. I'm going to shut up and listen now. Bye.
All right. Yeah. It's definitely a fair question, because if you just keep beating your head against the brick wall and not getting the results on offense, something has to change. But right now, everything through 4 weeks has stayed the same, and it likely will against Tulane as far as the personnel. And I don't think Donnie is going to completely change this offense in a week. So I don't know what the answer is, but I understand the question, and it's a question we've gotten quite a bit this year already.
It has been a question, and everybody's asked about the question sideways and upside down and backwards the same way. I mean, the same question 100 different ways, and we're not getting the answers that we want. And we go back to what we said earlier on. It would have been so much nicer to be able to see Garcia in mop-up duty tonight, but we didn't get that opportunity, and that's probably, to me, one of the biggest shames of winning this game by the margin that they did, and not being able to comfortably win and get some guys in.
317-1250. Brandon is up next in Winterville on the Fixed NC Live line. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
So, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm not going to ask you a question like what's wrong with Donnie, what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that. I think, fourth quarter last week kind of showed I'm not saying we can run a up-tempo offense like that for 4 quarters, because I don't think that's possible, but we did it some in the second quarter, and it seemed to work a little bit. And it seemed over the years we've done it a few times, and it's worked. And I think Holton's a little more comfortable in that offense. I don't really know what Donnie's thinking. I thought maybe we would try it some more from last week, but I just don't feel like Holton's comfortable in this offense at all, which I've heard several people say. But, the quarterback's always going to take the blame. But, Holton's proven he can do it. I was looking up some stuff earlier. He's about 100 yards away from third all-time in passing in ECU history. He's, I think, got 3 of the top 5 single-game passing performances. He's like 4 touchdowns away, or 7 touchdowns away from being top 2 all-time in touchdown passes. The kid, he's shown that he can do it. I just don't know that we're doing the best things around him, or even not just him. I think the offense in general, to help these guys succeed. And I feel like we're putting them in a hole. I feel like we're 3rd and 12, 3rd and 10 every series, or at least every other series. And it's almost an impossible outcome when you get to that. I don't care who you're playing. When you do that over and over and over again, they pin their ears back and come after you. And our offensive line, obviously, they've struggled. They played a little better, but you're getting blitzed every 3rd down. It's kind of hard to keep guys off the quarterback all the time. I just think Pirate Nation's placing blame on Holton a lot, and I think, there's plenty of blame to go around. And I think it starts at the top, and it starts with the offensive coordinator as well. So anyways, that's just, I appreciate you guys.
All right, Brandon. Appreciate you calling in. The numbers are kind of staggering, and they don't match up with wins, unfortunately. Yeah. Those big passing numbers. But we appreciate the call. 317-1250 on the Fixed NC Live line. What do you want to do, Shirley? Take a break, or let's get a couple calls in. Cameron is up in Charlotte. Hey, Cameron.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to spread some positivity here. So, if we're looking at the grand scheme of things, 3-4 years ago, we lost to A&T, JMU. We would lose to Temple, USF, UCF, all by 50 points. We'd be lucky to get a field goal. We need to appreciate what's going on right now. Appreciate this win because we pulled it out. Despite what anybody says, we could have lost this game in the first quarter. People need to get happy, be positive. I'm hearing people talk about we're stepping back, we're going backwards. No, we're actually going forward. We would not have pulled this out 3-4 years ago. We're lucky to have Coach Houston. We're on the come up. I'm just going to leave it at that. I think we're doing great, and we can only get better from here. So I'm going to hang up and listen to you guys.
All right.
I like to spread some positivity. And how about let's spread some more positivity? How about this? Think of it this way. We could have lost that game at Marshall instead of the miraculous comeback and then blown out Charleston Southern by 30 points. Would you feel better about that? Or 2-2?
No, yeah.
Yeah. So there's the positivity right there. That's the positive out of it.
2-2. All right.
2-2 all day as opposed to 1-3.
Thanks to positive Cameron.
There you go.
All right, there's Cameron in Charlotte. 317-1250. Charlie is up next in Pittsburgh. What's up, Charlie?
Hey, Clip. I'm gonna keep it short tonight because I've been on the drive home and I've been stewing over it. It was I get my couple of positives out of the way first. Of course, the weather was great. I enjoyed going to the game. I enjoyed our tailgate and everything. But honestly, a lot of this game I felt embarrassed. I don't know. I thought we were further along than we are, and maybe that's me setting expectations. But gosh, I really felt like we should have done better there. I mean, I'm not saying anything new that the other callers hadn't said, but thank goodness, that was a tough one. But we got to shake it off. Players got to shake it off. Coaches got to shake it off. I'm not calling out anybody in particular, but we got a tough opponent coming into Greenville next weekend. And if we come out there and play in the first quarter like we did today, then we're going to get embarrassed. And I don't want that to happen. But anyway, thank you guys for taking my call. Appreciate everything you do. I'll be there next weekend. Hope other people will be too. And hey, 2-2 ain't bad. I ain't mad about that.
Yeah.
Just wish we could have done it a little more convincingly.
No doubt.
I'll hang up. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
For people that had to work, had a wedding, had to be away from the game, and they look at it and see East Carolina's 2-2, I'll say, all right.
As long as they didn't look at the score.
If you don't dive into it too closely, the closer you dig, the closer you get to the center of that onion, the more it stinks.
Oh, yeah.
And this one was certainly smelly.
Once you peel back the layers.
That's right. 317-1250, we'll take a timeout. James is up next. We got Justin on the line, and we have two open lines at 317-1250. We are back on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show after this.
Pirate Nation, the newest sports bar is Quarters Bar and Grill, offering gourmet burgers, hot dogs, and wings with unique flavors Greenville has never seen. Pirates like to drink too. Quarters Bar and Grill offers a selection of 10 beers on tap and over 50 different craft beers. Come check us out at Quarters Bar and Grill, open Wednesday to Sunday, 11 to 11, located at the shopping center next to Krispy Kreme. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram and be on the lookout for Quarters Cash hidden around downtown Greenville. Quarters Bar and Grill, the plunder never tasted so good.
I'm on site at the Gavigan Agency, and you guys have been taking care of my home and auto insurance for years, but I've been noticing that's not all you do.
First and foremost, Brian, thank you for trusting us to help you and your family with your insurance needs. And you're exactly right. We offer a full host of insurance products to help protect our customers' personal and business insurance needs. Let me introduce you to Nathan Brannon, our commercial insurance specialist, and he can tell you about some of the other products we offer.
Great to talk with you, Brian. As John mentioned, I specialize in offering general liability, commercial property, business auto, and workers' compensation insurance to independent contractors, small business owners, and larger commercial customers throughout eastern North Carolina. As a graduate of East Carolina University, I am passionate about taking care of my fellow pirates.
Wow, sounds like the Gavigan Agency can provide you just about any coverage a business owner might need. So give the Gavigan Agency a call today for any of your personal or business insurance needs and let them show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Safety comes first at Greenville Utilities. Did you know that by itself, natural gas is completely odorless? As a safety precaution, a chemical is added to the gas that gives it a distinctive and unpleasant odor. This allows you to detect the slightest amount of natural gas both indoors and outdoors. If you smell a strong odor of natural gas in or near your home, you should immediately call Greenville Utilities. GUC maintains staff around the clock in order to provide immediate response to emergencies such as natural gas leaks. You can count on GUC to keep safety job number one.
Hi, this is Todd Mitchum with Mercer Glass, Eastern North Carolina's most complete glass company. Mercer Glass specializes in windows, shower doors, auto glass, and mirrors. We can install or repair almost anything made of glass in your home or business. So give us a call at Mercer Glass. That's 752-5101. That's 752-5101.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
The Rick House, Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar, has great specials throughout the week, like $10 Tuesdays. Get 8 traditional wings and a draft beer for just $10. Wednesday night is date night, 2 salads, an appetizer, a bottle of wine, 2 entrees, and a dessert for just $55. Friday is smokehouse night with the best ribs and brisket around. Saturday is Italian night, featuring all of our made-from-scratch pastas along with 2 glasses of wine. And on Sunday is the legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250, the number on the Fixed NC Live line. Thanks to Tiebreakers for the awesome post-game food tonight. And looks like I'll be at Tiebreakers on Sunday because for some godforsaken reason, they're going to be showing the New Orleans Saints and Patriots game on our local Fox affiliate.
And not the Washington football team in Buffalo?
Do the people there still think that Drew Brees and Tom Brady play for those teams?
And
Why
you know
would
what?
you
I would understand that.
This is,
but I don't get it.
This is an outrage. This is disrespectful to the Washington fans in North Carolina.
Yes, which there are aplenty.
And I'm about to light Brian North's ass up on Twitter.
They're foxing it up again.
317-1250. Owen in Tampa is going to light somebody up in just a moment. Justin, and we'll go to James in Wilmington next. Hey, James.
What's up, fellas? We are 2-2, baby.
Yes, we are.
And what ended up being the most polarizing game between a North Carolina and South Carolina team today, ECU prevailed and proved that they are the best Pirate team in the Carolinas.
So you were you referring to the NC State Clemson game?
Oh, was that today?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, those guys, they had a game going on, but I mean, we had the real game, and I want to be positive this week. It was really nice to be back in the stadium. We took the kids to the game, wanted them to see their first ECU game to be a dominant ECU performance. So because of that, we only had to let them watch the second quarter. We had to put the double eye patches on them after that. It was a little out of hand.
Well, if you'd have left at halftime, the kids would have been safe.
Well,
it would have on the way to being a blowout at halftime.
We got to raise them right. They have to sit through the middle.
There you go.
The rest of them. And defensively today, well, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys like Phil Collins?
Phil Collins?
He's all right, yeah. Not as I like Bob Seger more, but I like Phil Collins is all right.
Yeah, he's okay. I like Phil Collins. I've been a big Genesis fan ever since the release of their 1980 album Duke. Before that, I didn't really understand any of their work. Too artsy, too intellectual.
Wait, is this American Psycho? What are you doing here?
What is that? Is that a movie?
Okay, yeah. I think that's what it is, yeah.
But I was watching them, and I kept thinking about their 1981 classic, Against All Odds. I don't know if you remember the lyric. It goes, "Take a look at me now. There's just an empty space." And that's all we were on defense. You just had these little guys just run these little slants and just dropping down into space. And, man, it was like a string bikini on a 400-pound NC State girl. There's just too much room there, man. Just too much show.
All right, James. You went a long way for that, but as somebody that likes dumb jokes, I liked it. It cracked me up. So
that's good. I think I like the string bikini thing the best.
That was good, too, yeah.
I got two theories I want to share with you.
All right, let's go. Let's hurry up.
All right. Houston believes we can only win via comeback, so he let us get in that position so we could come back. I think he's weird like that. Two, deeper theory, Ehlers knows that Houston won't play anyone else if the game is even remotely close, so he's got to kind of toe that line of mediocrity just enough so that we won't see another quarterback play in the game. And speaking of other quarterbacks, Donnie is the biggest tease since my high school girlfriend. One play with Mason Garcia and one touchdown, and then he's gone. Just as fast as he was there, he's gone again.
All right, James. Good stuff.
Conspiracy theory, James.
That's a good call. I appreciate it. I like how you do it, and hopefully we hear from you next week. There is James in Wilmington, 317-1250. Justin is up next in Greenville. Hey, Justin.
Hey, guys. I'm not going to be a dead horse. I mean, obviously, offense didn't score a point in the second half. That's against Charleston Southern. It's very disappointing. But I want to call out some of the fans, too. I mean, back when I was in college, you couldn't even get a drink at the game. By the fourth quarter, it looked like a high school stadium. Everybody left. Man, we got to stay here and support these guys. Like, I mean, that was, to me, that was disappointing. I mean, they came off a big win last week. Tonight was terrible, but, I mean, you got to stay here and support them. And, you know, if you're going to leave it in the third quarter, I mean, that's just, I don't get it.
Billy, you were there and you had to leave early to come back here to
I did, but I left a lot later than a lot of people did because like the boneyard started to really empty out, and I remember that was one of the things that I noticed first is the boneyard really started to empty out. But you know, those are students too in the boneyard, and they're thinking by the end of the third quarter, okay, this game's well in hand. I'm going downtown. You know, it's nighttime now, so I get that from the students and stuff. But getting back to the fans, I did think it was a great crowd today. I really did. It seemed like the crowd was a little bit more spread out than it was against South Carolina. Some of the empty sections in the corners that we saw in South Carolina, the corners were filled up a little bit more, but it was kind of spread out. So, yeah, but I mean, you know, everybody wants a full stadium all the way to the end, but some people just aren't kind of built that way.
All right, Justin. Thanks, man. There is Justin in Greenville. I just hope the fans are there in the first quarter next week and then kind of realize what next week is. Huge game. Try to get a 1-0 in conference. Try to get a winning record for the first time since when?
winning record for the first time in 6 years. It's been 6 years since they've had a winning record.
Well, I'm talking about like during the season, probably like 2-0 in the Scotty Moe era.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant overall.
A winning record during like in season.
Well, yeah, it was two when Scotty
2016
was 2-0, and our buddy Kenny from Blunt's Creek was saying this is Motown.
Didn't we go over 500 when we went to Old Dominion a couple years ago? In
that was the first road win in like what?
I was
11,
thinking we went to
3-2
after that win.
So that would have been
I might be wrong,
2018.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
I remember that was a good win. That really was. That was a good win at Old Dominion. That was the first road win in a long time.
That got us to 2-2. It looks like, Chandler.
Okay.
So trying to get that winning mark this late in the season for the first time probably since 15 or when Shane Carvin was here in 14. 317-1250. Owen is up in Tampa. What's up, Owen?
I can't believe I had to wait behind those calls. That's amazing. Look, you cannot almost lose to Charleston Southern, period. And I'll apologize to my friend Cale, whose voice I recognize on the radio, who apparently loves Mike Houston, but I'm sorry, buddy, he sucks. You almost lost to Charleston Southern, and if it wasn't for a crappy kicker, we would have lost to Charleston Southern. And that cannot happen. That's Scotty Moe territory. We cannot go there again. I don't know what the hell's going on with this team. They go on Instagram and they're all mugging for the camera after the win. What you think you did something? You didn't do anything. You almost got your ass beat by an FCS team. Not that we're not used to that apparently around here. We just accept that. And for people, we're on the come up. What, you can start watching a couple years ago? We're terrible. We are terrible. Any little goodwill, and I had my little heart all warm and fuzzy after Marshall last week, and I was trying to be a good guy, and then I got to get up today and watch this crap. This is terrible. I am in no mood for any of Mike Houston's crap, telling the fans to shut the hell up like you've actually done something, buddy. Take your ass back to James Madison if you think you're somebody, because that's all you've ever done. You ain't won a damn thing at the FBS level. I mean, the only good thing that happened today is apparently Steve Logan was there. Thank God for that. And thank God for crappy kickers, because that's all we had. I am sick of Mike Houston telling fans to shut up when you ain't out there winning any damn games, buddy. And don't even count this as a win, because we should have rolled that team. You should have shown progress by beating the absolute hell out of those guys. And you almost got ran out of your own house by a quarterback that I wish we had. I am sick and tired of this. And I'd love to say that, I'm not going to watch anymore, but I'm stupid and I will, because I love where I went to school. But this is ridiculous. And I don't even know how you're trying to polish this turd, brother. It's horrible. But the only good thing that happened today was Captain Bill called. I was actually excited for that. That's how bad it is. I wanted to hear that moron. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I don't even know what to say anymore, man. Cliff, you remember I used to call in like, I like to have fun and joke around with you, make you laugh and stuff, but then Scotty Montgomery sucked all the life right out of me.
Yeah.
And then I tried to kind of get happy again, like, okay, maybe things will eventually turn around. And they don't.
I know.
I mean, this is horrible. You have to demolish teams like that. If we went, let's say we went on the road to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama.
Whoa.
We played them close. People would go nuts. And they should, because there's no way we should be able to stand up to those guys. They would kill us, and that's exactly what they would do. And we should have killed Charleston Southern. We should have won that game by 30-something points. I mean, Mike Houston's dog should have been able to get into that game as a backup. This is ridiculous. I understand when you go up against a good team and maybe you don't eke one out. That's fine when somebody's just flat out better than you. But we should have been way better than them. And if we're not, then this is worse than I thought. So anyway, you guys have a good night, man.
Thank you, Owen.
Thanks, Owen. And something definitely has to change between now and next week, as far as being.
And it will. Every game is different, and every week is different.
I was disappointed in the discipline on the field. We saw a lot of stuff that shouldn't have happened on the field. A lot of chippiness, a lot of penalties. What was it? Over 100 yards of penalties. Can't have that. And it doesn't matter. Obviously, it doesn't matter who you play. You can't have those penalties. You can't have stuff like that happen. And, that started from the very beginning of the game. One 5-yard penalty cost you 4 points. Yep. You can't have that.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
On a field goal.
On a field goal.
Yeah.
You can't be offsides on a field goal attempt. You just can't do it. And that started the ball rolling with the penalties.
All right, 317-1250. We have open lines. We are with you as we are about to hit Sunday morning here on the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. We're back with more after this.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
Why do I run? Is it because I'm driven? Because I love the challenge? God, no. I do it for the beer. If you're the kind of runner who does it for the beer, this summer you can get one on us with the Michelob Ultra Beer Run. Grab your run buddies and get out there, because this summer there's beer at the finish line. Sign up at ultrabeerrun.com and trade your miles for beer.
Come and explore great shopping in downtown Washington at Naughty Life. Hi, this is Gina from Naughty Life, and new fall merchandise is arriving every day, featuring all the new Yeti products, like the loadout buckets and waterproof dry duffel bags. We have new fall clothes for men, women, and children. At Naughty Life, we have something perfect for any occasion, like new jewelry and a great selection of sunglasses from Costa, Reflect, and RCI. Visit Naughty Life on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, and like us on Instagram and Facebook.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Are you starting to plan your holiday travel for this year? Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Signs and Tint is family owned and operated right here in Greenville, and their NC licensed electricians specialize in ceramic coating, vehicle wraps, and more. Signs and Tint offers 10% off for military and first responders. Also, make sure to mention Pirate Radio at checkout for a discount. Stop by their office today at 801 Staten Road or visit them online at signsandtint.com.
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All righty, last call for your calls. It's Sunday morning. About ready to get out of here. But we will say if you have something to say, and Preston does. Preston is up next in Greenville on the Fixed NC Live line. Hello, Preston.
Good morning, Clip. Good morning, Billy.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
I just wanted to call and say that the defense is really carrying this team this year. They've had a massive turnaround. I'm sure everybody can agree with that. They can't stay on the field all day, all night, like they continue to do, and us be a successful football team. I don't know what they've got going on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know if they need to open up the offense. I do know they need to get hold of some of their guys. Johnson can't be running down the sidelines giving a peace sign because he has definitely not showed up this year. And I guess I'll hang up and see what y'all have to add to that.
Yeah, a lot of calls on the discipline. Billy touched on it a minute ago. Just not what you want to see from your football team. And I even talked about the penalty after you received the onside kick, and you're kind of taunting a FCS team. You're up by 3 in the fourth quarter. I was just kind of hoping we were beyond that as a program, but
and as far
not.
And as far as the defense, we've seen good defensive play. I wouldn't say it was a. Go ahead.
You said a lot of people have said they were on the field a lot.
Well,
because
especially
of the 3 and outs, and I agree with that.
Right,
but the numbers on the UB stat sheet.
That's what I was about to say. Is that the defense has kind of been a roller coaster ride too. We've seen good defensive play. We've seen some bad defensive play, and tonight from the word go. They were on the field a lot. And like I'd mentioned earlier, your offense at some point has to help out the defense because those guys are on the field a ton. Now, when they're on the field, they got to make plays. And sometimes that's not happening. So it's a little bit of both.
We needed our defense to play offense tonight. Jaquan McMillan's interception.
Was the only points in that third quarter.
Yeah, only points in the second half for East Carolina. Yeah. 405 passing yards for Jack Chambers, 131 rushing as a team. He was
impressive
for them. Jack Chambers, 54 rushing yards. So
one of the callers said he wished he was playing for us.
Yeah. I mean, he's
a heck of an athlete.
Heck of a QB.
Yeah.
All right, our Brown and Wood drive of the game is brought to you by Brown and Wood, serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for over 80 years. Brown and Wood has 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, 1 weaver, and 1 goal that you leave a happy customer every time.
No, that's not 1 goal. That's one of our goals. The other goal is to let Weaver sell you a car.
2 goals. At least you leave a happy customer.
That's right.
Billy Weaver sold you a car.
That's right. There you go. Get it right.
Brown and Wood on Greenville Boulevard, Greenville, online, brownandwoodauto.com. We looked over it. And another thing we've noticed, and we've pointed out a time or two also, that East Carolina doesn't have a lot of drives. Long, time-consuming, a lot of plays.
Because you have to convert on third down to do that, and they're not doing that.
That's a good point. They have a lot of big plays, and that's what they had tonight. A 74-yard run by Mitchell, a 60-yarder to Johnson. As far as drives go, I guess we'll go with the 5-play, 55-yard drive.
But look at the time it took off the clock. A whopping minute and what?
ECU's touchdown drives tonight in that second quarter. 33 seconds, a minute 56, 39 seconds.
Yeah, they're not sustaining long. So that
but you want to score.
So look at this. Between the 3 and outs and then scoring within a minute or 30 seconds or all, your defense is on the field the entire game.
I don't know if we looked at time of possession for this game, but it was 31-28. That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem right either.
That's what it is.
It is weird.
But our drive of the game, the one that ended on the Mason Garcia touchdown run.
Yep.
All right, so there is your Brown and Wood drive of the game. Final thoughts on this W.
Got to get better.
It was a lowercase W.
I like it. I like the way you put that. It's good.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing, like you said, Skip Holt used to say, it's an ugly baby, but it's our baby, and that's a baby that needs to grow up a little bit before Tulane comes into town.
No doubt. I do like the point that, you can learn a lot from a win. You can maybe coach them harder after an ugly win like that. The guys did get the W, but good grief, it was not pretty. They got to clean up the chatting after plays, the taunting, the pushing, the shoving. Got to be more disciplined, because that is going to cost you against really good teams, against average teams. You played an FCS opponent tonight, and it didn't cost you as much as it could have, but that will definitely cost the Pirates down the road if they continue that kind of BS stuff. So
absolutely, this stuff has to be cleaned up.
All right, we are going to wrap it up here on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Make sure you visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations. Next to Little Caesars on Charles Boulevard in Greenville, in front of Lowe's on Memorial Drive in Greenville, next to Walmart on 10th Street in Greenville, and the U.S. Cellular store at the Greenville Mall behind the Chick-fil-A. We will be with you next Saturday, 11:30 a.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, taking you up to the 3:30 kickoff, East Carolina versus Tulane, and we'll talk to you after the game on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Good stuff, Weave.
Thanks, sir.
Enjoyed it, man.
We'll be back next week.
Shirley, Chandler, intern Jalen, thanks for being along for the ride. Thanks to Tiebreakers for the awesome post-game food. And thank you, folks, for tuning in, calling in, chiming in on Facebook Live. We enjoyed it, and we do it for you, the listeners and the callers. So we appreciate it as always. We'll see you next Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show.
You have been listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Join us next time for complete postgame coverage of East Carolina football, exclusively